Yeah. How come everybody is starting to do psychedelics and everybody is starting to just be the same afterwards? And everybody's making fun of them. That why did you go do ayahuasca? Why did you go do psilocybin? Why did you go do San Pedro? Why did you go do LSD? Why did you go do ketamine? And you're just the same old person. Like that was a waste. Why is this happening in the world, right? Because there's a lot of psychedelics available for people to help heal them and help them move forward on certain things that have been blocked. But why is it that it's becoming sort of a cliche thing out in the world that, yeah, I have a bunch of friends that went and did ketamine, or I got some people that did MDMA with a therapist, and they're just the same screwed up person they were before. I'll tell you why. Because in order to participate in a psychedelic experience appropriately, you have to have a mindful, intention setting objective. You cannot just go into an ayahuasca session somewhere in Brooklyn or in Topanga Canyon in California or wherever you might be doing it in the world and just show up and just like, okay, and listen to some so-called shaman talk about it for 5 minutes and then drink it and then think that everything's going to work out. That's just not how it works. It doesn't work like that. Like it's not going to, that's just going to be maybe a cool experience, possibly. It could also be very scary. You haven't prepared yourself. You haven't been in a mindset that allows you to have a breakthrough and allows the medicine to work productively with you. The research shows that the reason psychedelics work is because all of us have habits and ruminating thoughts and mental blocks and traumas and experiences we've all been through. Everybody does, everybody has it. So what's the purpose of drinking ayahuasca as one example, as a method to get past all of those things? Well, when you drink ayahuasca, the sigma-1 receptor in the endoplasmic reticulum of the neuron cells in your brain, it allows the access into the amygdala part of where you're storing traumatic thoughts and memories and emotions and all kinds of stuff. It allows you to access that and it allows it to kind of open up. And all this sort of tangled mess of ways of thinking and ways of feeling and all this sort of habit-based, sort of like rigid ways that you're always like losing on something or you're feeling you're not good enough and all this kind of stuff, all of that gets lifted up from the default mode network of your brain during an ayahuasca session. And then through the intentions that you have, that you've set up for yourself, which we teach you what those are at Rythmia. We teach you how to do that. When you have those windows, when this is happening in an ayahuasca session where the neuron plasticity is open and your brain is ready to build new neuron pathways, then you have intentions like, I want to know who I've become to the world. I want to know, like, what am I showing the world that I'm really like, I've lost touch with? I want to figure out who my true self is, right? That's an intention. And then I don't want to be dissociated any longer. I don't want to be like going through the motions, like not happy, not connected to anybody, not connected to myself. I want to like come back to me and be connected. I don't need to be hypervigilant all the time. I can be hypervigilant sometimes when I need to be, but I want to connect and I want to be present with myself and I want to feel where I'm at and enjoy the moment, right? That's an intention. And then I want to heal all the past emotional pain, all the things I'm dealing with that I'm not good enough, and all the things like my spouse left me and my kids hate me, or all whatever it is, my boss fired me, whatever it is, I didn't go to that right school. I went to this other school, all the nonsense that's holding you back in your brain. You want to heal that and get past it and get rid of it. And then that's also an intention. And then what happens when you're consuming a psychedelic like ayahuasca or others, you have those mindful intention moments during the process. And then what happens is your brain, because it's synaptically plastic during those moments, very much so, it reorganizes the ways of thinking about yourself. You learn that what you're showing the world isn't really you. It has nothing to do with who you really are. It's been used as a tactic to survive. You learn that. And you don't need to be in survival mode 24/7, right? You're not under attack 24/7. So you don't need to be that 24/7. That's something that's not you. And then connecting back with yourself. You learn how to be present with yourself and be like, hey, I'm cool. I'm happy. I like who I am. I like where I'm at right now. I like this moment I'm in. I'm breathing. I just had a nice lemonade. My family is going through struggles, but that's okay because it's part of life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where you connect and you merge with yourself and you connect with your true self. And then the healing happens and you let the backpack full of bricks, you just let it go and you heal and you are free from the pain you've been through. However, some people like that backpack full of pain and bricks and rocks. Some people like being there. Is that you? Are you one of those people that enjoys, and maybe not enjoys, but has become accustomed to being in that place? Are you familiar? It's really familiar with you, that vibe of like oppressed. I'm the victim. I'm always getting, something's always happening to me. You know, is that you? Because if that is, then I can't help you, you know, because you're a victim and you've gotten used to being there and you've learned how to develop traits in this victim mindset that kind of get your needs met sort of superficially. But you know what? You've burned so many bridges. You've burned bridges with your family. You don't keep friends long. You don't keep a job long. You know, you don't keep a therapist long because you always quit because they're not good enough. And it's just on and on and on. It's on and on and on. If you're tired of that victim mentality and blaming everybody else for your problems, it's time to come to Rythmia and get yourself healed and let go of that backpack full of emotional bricks and that trauma you're holding on to. Mindful intention setting and accepting the fact that you don't have to be miserable. You don't have to be the victim. You don't have to be this person you're showing the world that's not really you. You can be present with yourself because you're a good person. You're a blessing to the world. You are someone that is so unique that no one else is like you. And if you really want to connect with that person, your true self, that's what Rythmia is about. Do we get people that resent the healing that's happening every week here? Absolutely we do, because they're afraid. They're scared. They're afraid that they'll lose the crutches they've been using their whole life. When you've been on crutches for 40 years and then you're supposed to let go of the crutches and just walk, that's scary. It's scary to do that. But you're not meant to walk with crutches. You're meant to just walk, and you can. And so to those people that resent those that heal them or that help facilitate healing, or to those people that get mad at a place or a therapist or a person that's trying to help you, or your family or an environment that's supportive of you, you need to look in the mirror. You need to look in the mirror. You need to say, I am my biggest problem, not anybody else. I am the problem. And if you can do that, you can get past the victim mindset that you're in, because there's no joy there. There's no happiness there. There's no success there. Let's get past it. Heal your heart. Connect with who you really are as a person. Use ayahuasca in the appropriate way with mindful intention setting and a way that's programmed out at Rythmia in 1 week. You can do it. So don't pay attention to people that try to hold you back, try to blast you and hold you down. Doesn't hold me back. I don't lose any sleep over it because I know it's not about me. It's about them. It's about you. So let's get healed, everybody. Let's do the work. Let's be free and let's be empowered and let's be sovereign in who we are as people. Thanks for watching. See you guys next week. Pura vida.